Welcome. I gotta put this in the ether. All right. I seen a lot of women, a lot of divorced women, right, out there, right, who think that divorce is the only solution to solve their problems, right? If you guys are unsure that you're not compatible, right, exclude abusive relationship, right? I mentioned this in my previous video. Only reason for you divorce is basically abusive relationships, right, or cheating, right? But that's not the reason why you get broke. If that's not the reason why you got divorced, right? And there's no reason for you guys to divorce at all, right? And the woman is struggling, right? And the woman is struggling, right? Do yourself a favor. Don't try get fit. Don't try to get 100% custody. All right, if you're struggling, all right. Basically, if you're using 100% custody of your kids, you're using the kid as a pawn, as to get gains from the guy. All right. Instead of you want to work for yourself, you want a guy to pay for your work, pay for your lifestyle, right? But I've seen a lot of couples out there, a lot of newly divorced women, who think that they could take care of kids by themselves, 100% custody, and they're struggling out there. You know, if you can't make it, right? If you can't make it to life and you're struggling, do yourself a favor. Either give some of the custody to your dad. I mean, to your dad. Give some of the custody to the daddy. All right, or let the daddy take care of the kids. If you think you're independent, if you think you can't take care of the kids, why not give the kids 100% custody of your kids? Why not do that? Because you know why? Because you want the financial incentive that comes with the kid. Right? And what does that bring you? It only bring you more heartache, more stress in your life. Do you really need that much stress, ladies? Do you really need that much stress? All right? You're doing a disservice to your kid by taking 100% custody. And now you're stressing to take care of the kids. You're stressing with the baby daddy. All right? There's a simple solution to this. All right? Let the daddy involved with the kids. Let him have the kids as well. Right? Now, when you have full custody of the kids, now you gotta worry about babysittings. Right? You're hindering your lifestyle. Now you can't find another mate. Right? You can't do all this stuff because you're attached to the kids now. Your 100% of your time is to the kids. Right? I know it's hard if you're widowed. I understand that. Right? If you're widowed, that's another story. That's a different element into it. That's you can't do anything about it because the baby daddy's died. I'm talking about aspect when the baby daddy's still alive and the baby daddy is still responsible, financially responsible, right? What's the point of having 100% custody of the kid? The kids need two parents. By you taking your kids away from their daddy, doing them a disservice. You're reaping the benefit of having two parents in their lives. That's not fair for the kids. And plus, if you're having full benefits or full custody, and you're still stressing out, you're still not maintaining well, you're still having trouble to find a babysitter. Like, why is a big problem just giving the baby daddies some time with the kids? Why is that such a hard time? Would you rather suffer? Would you rather put yourself in more tough situations? You need to put your ego to the side. That's one thing about I've seen a lot of women. They have a big ego. They feel like they have to compete with the men. You are not supposed to compete with the men. Men are on a different playing field. Right? We're dealing with apples and oranges here. Women it's like dealing with apples and oranges. You cannot compare a man to a woman. We're different. Psychologically, physically, right? We're different. You cannot out-parent a father. There's something that a kids need from the father, and there's something that kids need from their mother. Right? You have to complement each other. Right? So if you are a single mother and if you're having a hard time being a single mother and the baby daddy still exists and still want to be involved with the kids, why not just give him some time with the kids? All right, you need some alone time. I know some people need alone time. I know you ladies out there, right? You ladies, alone time is very valuable for you, right? Why not let the dad have the kids for a whole weekend, a whole month, right? Share the kid. And in the meantime, you have some alone time. You have time to decompress. You have time to decompress of all your stress, of all your anger, right? And when you're ready, get the kids back for your time, right? A joint custody, right? If you have to divorce, there's nothing wrong with having a joint custody, equal time with the kids, and that way you have time for yourself as well. You alleviate a lot of stress from your life. I know being a single parent is not easy, but you're putting yourself in a tough position by doing this. You're not thinking logically. All right, you're putting yourself in the worst position than you were when you were married with that baby daddy, or if you're not married with the baby daddy. All right, if you're not married with the baby daddy, give him some time so you can pursue your dream. So if you want to be a career woman, right, let the baby daddy deal with the kids while you go out there and study. Focus on your career, because I know you ladies like to focus on your career, right? Why not just have 50 custody? I don't understand that. It's equally his responsibility of taking the kid than it is your responsibility as well. There's no shame in that. It's just your ego is taking too much. Your ego is too big. Your ego is overly inflated. Right? And don't think I'm not gonna allude the concept of the incentive for having full custody. And that's not fair to the men. You're destroying a lot of men. You gotta realize you are destroying a lot of men out there by taking all his resources. He can't function. What he's gonna do? He's gonna commit suicide. He's gonna off himself. And what does that do? Right? It doesn't serve nobody as well. You're out of the game. You're left out. The kids left out. The kids don't have a father. You don't have a financial backup, financial support for the kid, child support, right? Because of your selfishness of always wanting the guy's money. Now, if a guy's money is not that important, if you're getting divorced and you don't want none of his money, what's the problem with 50% custody of the kids? If money's not an issue, because we know money is an issue. You need to let this idea of putting money on the kid's head. You want to be independent, right? So how is it independent when you rely on the kid's father's money? That's not independent. That's foolishness. So all your problem could be eviscerated if you would just give them 50% custody of your kids, right? All your problem will go away. It's just that simple. They want to make it more convoluted, more complicated than it really is. It's not that complicated. Let the kid see his father. All right? Because there is some stuff the kids need to learn from the dad. That's why we have issue right now. Right? All these kids coming from a single parent household because they don't have a father in their life. A baby daddy, right? They don't have a structured family household. And don't think I don't blame the father, because I know there's deadbeat father out there. I made a video about that. The guy needs to step up and stop being deadbeats. Alright? It's both of you guys to blame. It's not just one people to blame. It's the mother and father. You need to be more rational. Thinking the ramifications, thinking of the consequences, what you're doing to this world, what you're doing to society, when you have all these rambunctious kids out there causing havoc for no reasons, because they don't have enough guidance, the proper guidance. Right? I know there's no such thing as a perfect parent, right? But you could get close to it. You could try to be better. Just do your best. All right? Don't put yourself in this worst position. Let your pride out. Put your pride aside. Like I said, don't have too much pride in yourself. Right? Sometimes God don't like pride. Because pride will kill you. Pride will hold you back. Right? Because it's too much pride. Right? Pride will make you poor. Right? You see out there illegal immigrants coming here willing to do cleaning toilets and all that stuff. Just because they could make it, right? Because you know why? They realize pride will destroy them. They're not going to survive if they have too much pride in themselves. That's why they're willing to do all these minuscule labors. cleaning houses, cleaning toilets, janitors, cutting lawns. They now have to put their pride aside. All right. So just if you're in a desperate position and struggling out there, you single mothers out there struggling, and your baby's daddy still want to be a part of your kid's life. You know, sometimes just let the kids see their fathers. Don't be rude. Don't hold all this anger. Let go of your anger and think about the kids for once. All right. On that note, guys, if I'm missing something, leave a comment below. Like, share, subscribe, and on that note, peace and blessings.